Dear listener, the angels have something special to reveal. You are deeply impacting someone younger. This happens because of a unique gift only you hold, something no one else can replicate. You bring beauty to everything around you without forcing it. Your quiet care, your presence, your peace, it all draws others in. You don't need fancy words or empty promises. Your way of being is enough. You bring calm. Your gaze sees beyond words. Even your simplest words touch the heart. This younger person may have never felt this kind of calm. With you, they are learning that love doesn't need to shout to be real. Your care is gentle. You listen with your heart. You offer yourself without losing your freedom. You don't compete or demand. You add value. You're firm, but soft. Sweet, but strong. You respect others' space, yet your presence makes them feel welcome. With every step, you spread calm. Your silence teaches that being with you is a choice, not an obligation. You touch hearts without even trying. It's no wonder this younger person feels drawn to you. It's not just your kindness or strength, it's everything you represent. With you, they can be themselves, without fear or masks. With you, being real is the greatest gift they can offer. Simple things, like your sparkling eyes, your quiet smile, and your kind gestures, become special. You show them that love isn't about grand gestures but about being true in every word, every movement, even in silence. You didn't just give affection, you taught them how to be love. With you, they've learned that life doesn't have to be rushed or full of demands. The world feels calmer now. The worries that once felt big are now easier to handle, with you by their side. You didn't plan this. It happened because of who you are. Your natural presence helped them open up, trust, and be themselves without fear. You offered space without pressure, and in that space, they realized love doesn't need to rush to be real. Now, they see that love can grow slowly. They don't need grand promises to know you're someone they can trust. Your gaze, your listening, and even your silences give them security they can't explain, but they feel it. This security helps them open up more each day. What once felt like weakness, being vulnerable, now feels like strength. And you, without even trying, begin to see the impact you've had. It's not about being the center of attention. It's about loving sincerely, without demanding or suffocating. With you, love is light. It transforms everything quietly but powerfully. With you, love is light. It's not about fear of losing yourself or fading away. You've shown them that love can be free, free to be who you are, with no pressure, only respect. That's rare. Most people never get to experience this kind of love. When you look at them now, you see change. It's not forced or fake. It's deep, real. It's the change that comes from within. You've taught them how to live love. Love isn't something you demand. It's something you build, day by day. And lightness, without pressure or expectations, is the key. Now, they see love differently. They don't need words from you to know how to love freely. You've become the example, the person who shows how love can be kind, gentle, and full of space for both people to grow. When they're with you, they feel whole. They feel stronger. They start to believe in love again, a love that is peaceful and respectful, that doesn't rush or demand. This relationship is unique because you never pressured them. Instead, you gave them space to let things flow naturally. They never imagined love could feel like this. It happened because of who you are. Your presence, your affection, your calmness, it all came together to create a love that feels safe. This younger heart surrenders not because of promises, but because being with you feels light. With you, they can love without fear. They can want without taking, feel without losing themselves. When you hold their hand, it's not just a touch. It's trust. It's the choice to walk together, even without knowing the next step. They feel butterflies when they see you, but also peace. You don't talk about the future, but the present feels special. Everything about you shows kindness, even without trying. You change things without even knowing it. You've changed the way they see love. Beside you, everything feels lighter. You don't need to make a scene. You simply are. And by being real and true, you make them feel things they've never felt before. You make them feel seen, valued, and important. You listen deeply. Your gaze is full of meaning, and your calm presence wraps them in comfort, even without saying a word. Just by being with you, they feel at peace. The world slows down when you're around. Conversations matter more. Days are smoother. You've been a relief on tough days, an anchor on stormy ones, not by trying to change them, but by adding to who they already are. And that's made all the difference. This younger heart now dreams slowly, trusts again, and walks more confidently, because you inspire, you don't force. If these words touch your heart, write 55 in the comments. Show your faith and recognize the love blossoming between you. Maybe you haven't noticed how deeply you've touched others, but know this, you've made a bigger difference than you realize. Just by being yourself, you make a huge difference. You don't need to try too hard or pretend to be something you're not. Your authenticity is enough. It's enough to change those around you, to help them grow in ways they never expected. When they're with you, they don't feel the need to chase anything. Being by your side makes them realize that love doesn't need to rush. It doesn't need to be forced. It simply flows, naturally and peacefully. You're not there to take anything from them. You're there to give what's most important, your care, your patience, your honesty. And that's rare. So rare, in fact, that they feel like they're living a dream they never thought possible. As time goes by, their heart begins to understand what real love feels like. It's not about big speeches or flashy acts. It's about the little things, the everyday moments that, over time, build a bond stronger than anything a promise can offer. Your simple presence is enough. Every smile, every moment of kindness, every word of comfort adds to a connection that grows deeper with each passing day. You've shown them that love is built on the small acts of care, not grand gestures. And with you, they feel something real, something true. They feel the power of love that's steady, gentle, and lasting. And that's how, little by little, you gain the trust and heart of someone who was afraid to surrender, not because of promises, but because you are someone who can truly be trusted. This person is starting to realize something important. You didn't just change how they see love, you changed how they see themselves. Being with you has taught them something amazing. They've learned that it's possible to give themselves to someone without feeling trapped or losing who they are. They've learned that walking together in love doesn't mean giving up freedom. Instead, it means growing together, side by side, without fear. That's why your presence is so important. You don't demand anything. You give them something far more valuable, the freedom to be themselves. Once, this heart lived in fear. They feared love would suffocate them or steal their independence. But now, they've found the courage to surrender because they know you won't hold them back. You support them, you lift them up, but you don't try to change them. What makes this possible is your ability to show love in every action. Every gesture, every word, every glance from you speaks volumes. You don't ask for anything, instead, you inspire. You give, you don't take. And that's what makes this love so special. It's not a game, nor is it about needing something. It's a connection built on understanding and mutual support. You awakened in them the desire to be better, not out of obligation, but because you see them as they are and support them as they grow. You touch this heart because you offer security, without ever dimming their light. You bring your presence without expectations. You offer affection, but never in a way that feels like a chain. You teach them by simply being yourself, by caring with your eyes, with your little gestures, and with your full attention. You don't need to say much. Your actions speak louder than words, and they've made all the difference in this heart's life. This love blossoms because it's real, because it's built on mutual respect, trust, and understanding. It's the kind of love that grows naturally, without force, because you've shown them how to love freely, how to be their true selves while sharing life together. You're not just there when things are easy. You show up when life gets tough, when it asks for more. That's rare. And that's deep. That's why the love that grows around you feels light, real, and full of meaning. You don't try to force anything. You don't chase after approval. But somehow, everything about you catches people's attention. Your actions speak louder than words, and they inspire others to give back with care, dedication, and kindness. You've become a place of peace for this heart that once kept itself guarded. Before, this person avoided getting close to anyone. But now, they want to open up and feel. They want to be with you, not because they need you, but because they choose to be with you. You don't try to change anyone. You just invite them to experience something real. You show them what it means to love freely, to be open, and to feel safe. If this speaks to you, if you feel this love blooming inside you, drop 55 in the comments and say, I receive.